Everybody, thanks for stepping in for episode 4, I guess. We've got Joel Thelen with us. Thelen, right?
Thelen.
All right. Where are you from, Joel?
From Marshall, Texas. Been in Fort Worth since 2010.
Okay.
This is now home.
All right. I love it. I got to play with Joel recently, and he was nice enough to jump in. So this is a round. So I actually went out and picked up a match with a Facebook group.
Oh, nice.
There were just a bunch of guys like, hey, we compete. It's called Shooting Pirates is the name of the group. They're actually a bunch of really fun guys. I was impressed by their talent. There's actually a lot of talented guys out there. And they're like, hey, we've got a year-end championship. Why don't you come out and join us? So this is it. All right. So one thing about it, Facebook group, we're playing a little up. We're playing 1 tee or 2 tees up. We're playing the blues.
Okay.
Right. So it's not overly long. And
total yardage, like 63, 6,400?
Probably 64, yeah. So this one, I'm just hitting a little 2 hybrid out there because, at least with my experience, if I hit driver there, it gets tight up there by the front of 1.
Beauty, good start.
Thank you. I like it. Joel and I played recently, and I did not play well, so he might be surprised with some of the shots I'm actually able to hit.
Had a little bad
I did have a bad day. Man, this, so I tell you, well, first the range was closed, so I didn't get to warm up. I felt a little bit of don't catch this really heavy. It's pretty muddy out there, and I left it open. I blocked it.
Yeah, I noticed you made sure you got in front of that one.
Yeah.
All right.
So, this is another thing. The next episode, there's a gentleman that is in the leaderboard on this. He and I did a video recently, and I talked to him about a lot of when I try to hit that low flighted chip, it seems like it doesn't carry as long as I want it to. Right. And I end up getting it caught up in the fringe. And it just, every time it's like I'm a foot or foot and a half off, and it checks and leaves me these little testers.
Oh, that was solid.
Now
you're playing with these guys all for the first time. You got a 4-footer on the first hole. Are you at all thinking like, oh man, if I miss this, they're going to think I'm a bad short putter, or were you able to have a clear mind?
One of them, so I'll play in the USAM Tour some.
Okay. So you're used to competition.
And yeah, I've played with some of these guys. I've played a lot of competition golf in my life. So I'm not really worried about that. If anything, maybe I'm a little overconfident right now.
That's all.
Yeah, that was probably one of my best swings of the day.
So that should be a 7-iron.
Good. It's a golf pro. That was exactly what it was. 7-iron. Thank you. Left me about 6.5 feet.
This is one of the pivotal holes on the course. You hit a good tee shot on 2, and you've got to look at birdie here, but that green was always kind of tough to get up and down around. You got the water short left, and right was really no bargain.
Yeah, so this is kind of a back right flag.
Yeah, this is to put them on notice right here. All right, guys.
It is. See what you think of my putting stroke here.
Man, it's the same putt you had on the first hole. Both of them were like inside right. Is that your favorite? A little right to left?
It is. Yeah. It is. That is definitely my favorite. So this one's playing 520, par 5. I'm 1 under.
A little wind helping.
Pretty much everyone else is even.
Now, are you thinking you're going to play it in 3 shots? Or are you thinking you're still going to be able to get home in 2?
I got the hybrid out. I got the hybrid. So I'm a pretty conservative player. If we play enough, you'll see I really don't take many risks. For whatever reason, I think maybe it's just because I'm not really mentally strong. Whenever I have an opportunity to go for it, even if it's a shot that I think is pretty simple, maybe I'm 150 out on a par 5, like very easy, I still get like a little bit of anxiety, just because I know that there's an opportunity there. And I think for me at least, I don't mind hitting bad shots. I hate missed opportunities. And it's like, for some reason that creates anxiety in me, like, don't mess this up. And all I hear in my mind is mess this up, right? That's, your body doesn't hear the don't. So I tend to play as 113, yeah. I tend to play to my safeties.
If you lay it up to like 70 or 80 here, you can end up on that down slope.
And you're totally blocked by that tree just to the left of me. And you don't have a shot at all. So I
want to, before we move on, I want to, what you were saying about, feeling the pressure of an opportunity, and like what you hate is missing an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hit bad shots. Like, one thing I love to say is like, I don't get angry if I hit a bad shot. I get angry if I don't give myself a chance to hit a good shot, because
I know, that was a good stroke. I really thought I
Yeah.
made that. It was a
Good
misread.
speed, good speed.
Yeah, I hit it
Um,
right where I wanted.
But yeah, you have to before you can really commit to a shot, you have to be able to accept
Whatever's going to happen
potential
from it. Right.
quote unquote failure, but at least get yourself in a frame of mind where you've given yourself every chance
Right.
to hit a good shot. And then if you hit a bad one, you can live with it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I need to get better. So this is just a short little par four.
Yeah.
You just
You
send
go
driver
over that left bunker and get it up in front of the green.
Right. So folks watching this, you've got two options here. You can hang back around 100 yards and leave yourself a flat lie. If you try to go for the green, you're going to be in kind of a gully of sorts because it's really hard to make it back up the other side unless you can carry it.
So you're not always conservative. You pulled the dog out there.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel a whole lot of risk in that one. If I go
Yeah.
left, I'm in a fairway of the other hole, and I didn't feel like I'm going to move it right. The swing feels good, so I'm not really off tempo or anything like that. I was a little anxious on this one, right? This, green side, hey, this is a good chance to get up and down. But I hit a pretty decent chip. It ran out a little bit, left me 7 foot downhill.
Yeah.
So
another right to lefter though, right? I think it's pretty straight.
I think it's pretty straight. I think it's just get it started, get it online,
yeah.
and see where she ends up. So this is, if I can make this, I feel really confident. Like it's a good start, and I like my chances against the rest of the field.
Go. So I got a question for you. Do you notice?
So there's
that
two guys here at 2 under.
Oh wow! Yeah, you're playing with some sticks. I mean, it's not that windy. It looks like I don't see the trees flying around, but
no. So this one is a sharp dogleg right. So
and you're hitting driver.
You know what? I hit this
number
one
5,
a lot.
Isn't it?
It is number 5. It is number 5. Yeah. So we've got a cut here.
In college, we always hit the 4-iron out there, and then had about a 6-iron in. I used to go for this sometimes when we'd have a helping breeze, but you got penalty on both sides.
Hold on one second. There's some boys over here. I'm going to close this door over here. 1 second, fellas.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're fine. Sit.
I hope they don't mind. I close that. Okay, I'm back. All right.
Okay,
So
you're like.
So I was trying to hit a big cut, and it just didn't.
Double crossed it.
I just didn't. Maybe at the end I kind of chickened out.
Now, are you playing at the flag here? Please tell me you're going towards the middle of the green.
No, I'm going right at it. It didn't. The shot tracer didn't come out. I actually landed about 3 feet from the hole, but out of that lie, there's just no stopping. It rolled out, so it left me like 18 feet, so right about there.
Heck of a shot.
Thank you, bro.
Why didn't you play this good when you were on my team?
I don't know. Did we lose money or did we? I don't know how we turned out. I think you. So
I know I want a skin that helped, but I think.
Oh, I know it was a good look. Now see these
red
right
there.
here. For whatever this one concerns me a little bit, I struggle on left to right putts. Is that typical for a right-handed player?
You could improve at left to right putts, and it's,
Right to left, I feel so at home.
Hey, you stroked that one nice though. It's more so your stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna bet on slower greens you tend to pull it, and I would think on fast putts you're probably really good.
Yeah.
Just that par 5 you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, that's the par 5.
It's just like rough and stuff over there.
So this one, I try to go safety over that left bunker. There's water on the right, and it's funny, like anywhere center of that fairway, actually I can end up in the water.
192. This is a tough shot.
This is
here.
a tough,
Looks
and
like
I'm
you got a
right
good
back into
lie.
the fan.
So it's got to be 4-iron or 3.
Actually, I've got a 5.
5 is
Which
gonna get there.
It doesn't. I catch it on the bottom groove.
You need me under the strap.
I do need you under the strap.
Oh,
I like that
no.
term. It
Oh,
hits. I
no.
hear this clunk, and it
In the
didn't
bank?
go in the water, but it's embedded in the mud in the bank. And I'm so frustrated with
Which
myself.
in the summer you could catch a flyer there, and 5 would be the club.
Mhm.
You know, but
I felt confident.
that,
felt like I
that
could
lie
hit it.
wasn't a flyer. You were going to get a lot of golf ball, and therefore the spin.
Yeah, you can see the wind coming right back into me. So now I'm frustrated, you know. I was like, just try to put a good move on it, limit the damage. I had a decent shot up there. It leaves me maybe 17
Okay.
feet uphill, left to right. You know, left to right, longer putts do not bother me at all. I find complete comfort in them. It's the shorter ones that get me. And I feel like, and you tell me if this is completely off base, I feel like the closer I get to the hole, the more, I don't know if it's right eye, left eye dominant, but I'm not looking at the same, I'm not looking down the line the same. But as I get further away, those lines kind of converge.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when I'm
when
closer, if I'm doing something fundamentally wrong, it's pronounced when I'm closer. And if I'm further away, those two lines, because it's the target so far away, they kind of merge together a little bit.
And you don't use a line on your ball?
I mean, I line up the mark that's already on it.
That's already on there.
Yeah. So this is to try to save par.
Oh man, look at you go, dude.
There you go. Like and subscribe if you like that kind of play right there.
That's
so I'm two.
Those are the kind of shots that when you shoot your best rounds, you always have a par save in there somewhere. Like whenever I'm playing Monday qualifiers, like you know you got to make 7 or 8 birdies, and you're not really practicing your chipping, but there'll be a couple holes, whether it's a tough par 3, you know, tougher par 4 on the course, you get out of position.
Yeah,
you always have to make an up or down or two, even you know, when you shoot 6 under or something, you know, you always have to make a save somewhere. It's not too often you hit 18 greens, you know.
No,
you hit 15, so that was a great save with a hazard.
So this is one. Whenever I'm trying to max out an iron, and I forgot I know this, you know, people don't know that I'm filming, right? They get right in front. You know,
at least he moved in
time. He moved in time.
Oh, you got your favorite putt again here.
Yeah,
I love to see the alignment.
Let me see here.
You look like you're playing enough break. Oh, but you pushed it.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. So that's my miss.
Yeah,
that's my miss.
Your backswing,
and I pushed it off the tee too. I tried to max out. So the yard is like, it was like 3 or 4 yards past my max yardage for that club. I was like, well, I'm not going to go long, so I just try to hit as hard as I can, and I just, well, it was an early extension or what, but I just pushed it out. But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But go ahead, you were saying.
I'm not recognizing this hole for some reason.
This is 8. This is that little short hole that's a sharp kind of dogleg left. That's really almost an iron off the tee.
Yeah.
I hit that one well.
What I was going to say is your backswing on your putter is on the short side.
Okay.
You know, like it could use a little bit more length.
More length to it.
And so on a shorter putt where you obviously don't want to power it through the break, you're going to tend to leave the face open.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something we can work on.
Well, we need to. So recently I played with Joel. He didn't play great. I'm going to tell you right now. He didn't play great. But you had like 6 or 7 birdies in the round. So I knew.
Is that the day I made 6 birdies and shot even?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there was a bunch of shots.
Yeah, I hit in the water on 13 for no good reason.
You did. I was so surprised by it because I was walking and I get up there by the green. I see him dropping in the drop circle, and I was like, "What the heck is going on with this guy? He's either in the hole or, you know, struggling." So it was a little bit of a box of chocolates for you, but obviously I could tell that you just struck the ball so well. So this is a big putt. You know,
this is to stay under par now, right?
It is. It is. Trying to get into the house.
Well done.
Thank you.
Into the house. It's the 8th hole.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm saying, but like,
man.
get to the, you know, get to the turn, reset.
You got the lead there.
I do have the lead. So this one, for whatever reason, it didn't record. Well, I started recording. I walked up the tee, and then when I went to stop it, it had stopped on its own. So you don't see my tee shot. There's a bunker out there in the middle of the fairway, and I ran through it, and the next frame you'll see is me hitting my second on top of it, about 145
This is
out.
a really good golf hole.
It
I remember
is.
the second shot. You can't see a whole lot of the green.
Mm-hmm.
Good place again, though.
You know, I try to leave the ball in good positions if I can, which another episode coming, if you're willing to do this, I'd like to go play around. Hopefully I play well. And have Joel finish out everything inside of 5 yards of the green. Because I think that is strictly my weakest part of my game. So what would the best me be kind of thing?
From
right?
where you strike it on the full swing, basically, how good could you score?
Right.
If you played like a pro from there.
Exactly.
Speaking of playing like a pro.
I almost hold that.
Dude,
I
And
almost told
you're
that.
putting that from the rough.
Well, so I didn't really like my lie.
Beat down rough. Yeah.
And the way it was, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get the spin on the ball properly, and it would just release hot and go.
And listen, I love that when the green's going away from you.
Mm-hmm.
If you had the same lie, the same distance, same amount of rough to putt through, and the green was towards you,
Yep.
it's just too easy to leave it short with the putting through that much longer grass. But when it's downhill and you just have to basically give it a couple feet of pace on the surface,
mm-hmm.
I think you're better off with the putter than wedging it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Well, hey, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first 9 of this. Be sure to click on the second 9 and see if I win or if I fumble the ball. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.